Hello, we're in Malta looking at some stock. This stock is our stock. It belongs to us. It's not consignment stock. It's not lent stock, borrowed stock. It belongs to us. We're selling it. Everything in here for sale. And I'm going to just have a chat about some of the stuff. There are a lot of very knowledgeable collectors in Malta and a lot of very knowledgeable dealers in Malta, as well as the people obviously in the government who run the museums and that stuff. So there's not any point in me just going through it all laboriously saying what it all is, because most people looking at this video will know what it all is. I'll just pick out some things of interest. Being English, I'm not so hung up on multi stuff. I like having multi stuff in Malta, but I like English stuff as well. I like Italian stuff, French stuff even, Hungarian stuff, whatever, Russian stuff. There is a lot of variety, and whether it's cloisonné or Chinese pottery or quimper or faience, it all, for me, goes together very well, complements each other, makes a nice ensemble. And we'll just have a chat now about these pictures, for example, here. These two pictures are ordinary pictures. They're Victorian biblical scenes, or Old Testament scenes, Cleopatra or whatever it is. But the thing about those pictures is they were going to be regilded. But when I saw them prior to the gold going on, I thought they looked rather striking in red. Now that's not just red paint, that is gesso. And that gesso is impregnated rabbit skin glue. So if I was to wet it with my finger, it would be sticky. Because for water gilding, the way they get the gold leaf to stick to the frames is they put water, just cold water, on that surface, and it all becomes tacky, and then the gold leaf will stick. So this bowl, B-O-L-E, is an undercoat to gilding. I think it looks quite good. The material, the bowl, is applied when it's hot, the mixture's hot, rabbit glue boiled up with the clay, and it is the act of cooling, not the act of drying, that makes it strong. So as it cools, it's a glue, it's a clay, it cements it all together, makes a hard surface, and as I say, that is interesting. Many people won't agree with me, but I think it's fantastic. We've got some later, sorry, not later, we've got some Victorian or Edwardian stands. These are just cute. They're Gothic, sort of Gothic, but they're not period. They are later, and they're just very simply made of panels of wood, it's graffiti and punch work. So just a simple late thing. It's not medieval, it's not Georgian. Just a simple thing, nicely put together, can look fantastic. They are covered in water gilded real gold leaf, and underneath this gold is this similar type of bowl. You can get a bowl in any colour of clay, so you can get yellow, black, white, all the red. Red is the most common. So in here we've got some Spanish pictures, we've got copies of Titian's, and we've got my favourites at the moment, which are all these little Fra Angelico copies. They're 1860 to 1910. Again, they're not ancient. The design is ancient. The design is medieval, from 1400 roughly. And they are from Florence, probably. And they are painted, not print. You can get print versions. But they're spectacular things with those lovely frames. So in the room, we've got some English, which is Regency. We've got some Maiolica, which will be Roman. Much of it will be from Sicily. That's in Malta. This one I think is a Roman one. We've got some knight's pictures to make it look right, as it's a hallway. We've got a Titian copy. So in the original Titian, the Three Graces, would be bigger than this as well. It's just a copy of a Titian. There's another one over there, similar. The vase is cloisonné. We'll look at the cloisonné vase. This is an example of an item which is nothing to do with Malta or England. It's Chinese. It goes quite well. You've got a blue wall, Jasperware. This thing is made of copper or brass. It's a metal vase, and on the surface they have stuck by welding wires to create these panels, and they've poured molten glass or they would call it enamel, it's molten glass, into the cavities. They let it set, and then they ground it off so it's flush. It's absolutely perfect. If you break this thing, it's like smashing glass. It's not like breaking china. And the splinters on this, if you hold one which is broken, are like needles. It's horrendous, absolutely horrendous. This one is not damaged, and it's a big one. I think the date will be 1920. So it's an example of something not from Malta, not from England, not from Italy, not from Europe. It goes in the melting pot. Looks quite good. Okay, thank you for looking.